So I'm going to start with a little question, which is how many of you are here in this facility in jail because of drug-related crimes? So every single one of you. And then how many of you have been in jail previously as it related to drug crimes? So a couple of you, 3 of you, first-timers, and the rest. So then the question for a politician gets to be, does jail stop you from being involved in opioids or heroin?
No.
It doesn't stop you.
It makes it worse.
You don't come
That is, talk about that. It makes it worse. How is that?
because you don't come to jail and come out a better person. You come to jail and you come out with better connections. This is one gigantic drug network. You come in here and you meet people, and then when you go on the streets, you maybe originally had, like, let's say 10 people you could go through. You get out of jail, you got 30 more now.
Yeah.
So it makes it worse.
So when you get out of here, how long will it take you to get heroin or what have you?
I could have it.
walked
When
out
I
the
walked
door
out the door, I could have it.
It's planned already, usually.
How do you do that? I mean, you're in here. How does that happen?
Because the thing is, like, your friends might, if they come and pick you up, your friends know.
Yeah.
They're gonna show up with
Yeah.
a rig ready, or if, you know, you smoke it, or if you snort it, it's gonna be there. And say your
Or
family
it's just
picks you
drive
up
away.
and they're not supportive of your heroin use.
When you get home.
When you get home, you walk down the street. It
Or
is,
make a phone call.
I can't
Yeah.
find weed, but I can find heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't find weed. Couldn't, if someone came up to me and was like, can you give me a dime bag?
Yeah.
I don't know a single person I could call. But I could get you as much heroin as you want. You know?
Very quickly then, outside.
Very quickly.
Yes.
So there's been a tremendous amount of effort in law enforcement to stop it from coming in.
But they're stopping the addicts.
Right, exactly.
The thing is, it is supply and demand. You guys are just hitting the supply, but you're doing nothing or very little about the demand.
You're the demand. You're
Where
saying-
the addicts
Yeah.
are the demand. As
Yeah.
long as
Yeah.
people want to use,
Right.
there's gonna be a supply.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In order to lessen that supply, you have to hit the demand and lessen the demand for it.
Did you folks have, in school, my son is 19 now in college, did you have drug awareness messages telling you, don't do this, don't do...
Oh,
did-
I
The
graduated
DARE
with the DARE
programs?
program. I graduated the DARE
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what, 5th grade?
You know how we graduated DARE?
Yeah.
All you had to do was say no to every scenario they gave you.
Yeah.
Guy comes up with a hit of acid, what do? Say no. Graduate.
Politicians say, well, we don't want to give out needles because that will, if needles were available, would that?
When we
That
had
would be
needles
cool.
in Keene,
Yeah,
available that we could buy,
Yeah.
people
They never
bought them.
shared.
And when they took them away,
Yeah.
the
That's when we started
explosion
sharing.
rate for people who share needles, who now have Hep C, who have other communicable diseases, exploded.
but would the availability of free or easily accessible needles cause more drug use?
No.
They're
Not
gonna
at all.
use whether there's needles or
Yeah.
not.
People
But
know.
long term, this
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
amount of people that are gonna have to be hospitalized
We're
and
probably
have
gonna
medical
die.
treatment for hepatitis C
right.
is gonna
Yeah.
be outrageous.
It's a lucrative business. You know, I've known drug dealers that sell drugs and needles.
Yep.
And they make a
Bang.
killing.
Bang.
You can go to Mass and buy a package of needles
Mhm.
for $3 and
Mhm.
come up and sell it for 20.
Mhm.
Oh,
You know?
When you get out, if you had to design an ideal program to help you, become a functioning member of society without being a user, what would that program be like? When would it have to be available? What
The
would it
minute
do?
you walk-
What would it do for
The
you?
minute I walk out the door.
The minute you walk out the door?
Yep.
Could it be
Meeting
2 days
set
later?
up, Meeting it, no.
Could it be 2 days later?
No.
Could not be 2 days
No.
later?
It's too late.
2 days too late.
What does a program look like if you had to design a program to help you get back to a normal drug-free
You
life?
need
I-
maintenance.
What would it look like?
Maintenance.
Maintenance would be key.
Yeah.
Mainly Suboxone. Methadone, I don't think.
This is something hard for members of the public to understand, the concept of maintenance on another drug. Again, for the
Because
public
they-
to understand this.
We don't
is-
have the craving.
They think it's trading one drug for another.
I think if you get detox and you have strong enough willpower, you can stop. But you're telling us,
It's not a willpower thing. You can, like, how are you supposed to have willpower against dreams?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to stop
yeah.
that?
And the Suboxone stops those dreams? Is that
Yes.
what I
Yes.
heard?
Yep.
It stops you
I don't have the
craving.
craving, I don't
Yeah.
want for it, I'm
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
function, I'm able to work, I'm
Yeah.
able to
Yeah,
be a productive member of
Right.
society.
yeah, yeah.
And without it, in here, all I
Yeah.
wanna do is get high.
And here's where you have your issue of overdoses, is we come to jail, we're forced to get clean.
Yeah,
And then we're released.
yeah.
And our tolerance, like Jackie said, was so high when she came into jail.
Mhm, mhm.
You're gonna try to use what you were using
Right.
before you came
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
They're gonna go out and drop a gram and a needle and put it in their arm.
Yeah.
Or we do,
And-
and we just wanna get high.
So the bottom line I'm getting here is the system we've got right now to try to convince you folks to stop is just not working.
No.
No.
Not at all.